Leader Jagdish Tytler appeared at the Rouse Avenue Court in connection with the anti-Sikh riots case for which the court had issued summons against him. Now, the court had granted anticipatory bail to Jagdish Tytler yesterday. Members of the Delhi Sikh Gurudwara Management Committee, otherwise known as the DGMC, are protesting against the grant of the anticipatory bail to Congress leader Jagdish Tytler in connection with the 1984 case. While granting bail, the court had listed out a bail condition that Tytler will not try to intimidate or contact any of the witnesses in the trial in any manner whatsoever. We're showing you live shots of the protest that's being conducted right now. Remember, this is all against the anticipatory bail that had been granted to Jagdish Tytler. Beyond this, there's also fresh information that we've received about what's taking place outside of the Rouse Avenue Court. To get us more, we're crossing over to our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar. Ananya, you're outside of the court. Tell us what's taking place.
Well, you can see right behind me, and I'll show you, in fact, the visuals from here. These are the people protesting right outside the gates of the Rouse Avenue Court and demanding for justice for last 39 years. And we'll try to speak to some of them. Ki naam sir toda? So, you know, these are the people who are protesting since a very long time. They are demanding that the bail that has been granted to, in fact, Jagdish Tytler shall be cancelled. We'll try to speak to some of these petitioners. Mataji, ki naam toda?
निर्मल कौर।
इतने सालों के संघर्ष के बाद भी अब जगदीश टाइटलर को कल बेल दे दी गई, किस तरीके से?
देखो, ये हम आए थे आज की तारीख से, आज उसको गिरफ्तार होना था जगदीश टाइटलर को, लेकिन उन्होंने 4 तारीख को क्यों एप्लीकेशन लगा के उसकी रद्द की गई तारीख। वजह क्या थी? क्या वजह थी जो इन्होंने किया एक दिन पहले का? वजह क्या थी? या तो जज साहब ने पैसे खाए क्या? 2 घंटे हमें सारों को बाहर रखा गया। क्यों रोक के रखा हमारा रास्ता? इतने सालों से 40 साल से आए, कभी हमारा रास्ता नहीं रोका, अब क्यों रोक रहे? वजह क्या था? ये कह रहे 3 दिन 3 रातें हमारे साथ जो हुआ, लाशों पे 3 दिन चलते रहे, लाइट बंद कर दी, पानी का बिजली बंद कर दिया, सब कुछ। हम भूखे प्यासे, हमारे बच्चे, हमारे जो बहन भाई थे, सारे भूखे प्यासे रहे, लेकिन इन्होंने आज तक हमें इंसाफ क्यों नहीं दिया? 40 सालों से हम तड़प रहे, 12 साल 13 साल की थी उस दिन से, आज तक इंसाफ मांग रहे, आज तक हमें इंसाफ क्यों नहीं दिया सरकार ने? ये अंधी बेरी सरकारें कब देगी? जब तक इसको फांसी नहीं होएगी, ये हमारा चलता रहेगा।
These are the people, you know, who are protesting. की ना थोड़ी पाजी?
कृपाल सिंह।
कृपाल सिंह जी, जगदीश टाइटलर को बेल दी गई, कि कहना चाहोगे आज पूरा सिख समाज
बिल्कुल गलत है। किसी के कोल पहली गल इतना टाइम नहीं, हिंदी में गल कर, किसी के पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि प्रदर्शन करे और अपने मतलब इसका मतलब हमारा प्रदर्शन हो रहा है और तुमसे को खबर मिलने को मिले अलग बात है, लेकिन जो साफ बात है, जिसके साथ अन्याय होता है आवाज़ वही उठाता है, ठीक है जी। और आवाज़ जब उठती है तो न जाने कितने ही चीरों फाड़ करके चली जाती है। अगर इंसाफ बंदे को, इंसान को शांतिपूर्वक मिल जाए तो ये प्रदर्शन ना हो, और उसके बावजूद सजा मिलने के बाद सजा उस बंदे की टाल दी जाए। मैं कहता हूँ सरकार से बड़ी अंधी कोई बंदी नहीं है। ये दल्ले साले बिल्कुल मैं इनको कहने को बिल्कुल तैयार हूँ।
So these are the people, you know, these are the people, you know, protesting right outside Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. These are people in anguish, people who are unhappy with the, you know, the verdict of the court yesterday, granting an anticipatory bail to Jagdish Tytler into this particular case. You've seen how the protesters have now thronged the Rouse Avenue Court. They are sitting right outside the gates of the Rouse Avenue Court, and a chaotic situation emerging out. And a short while ago from now, Aisha, you know, the people, some of them had actually tried to enter, in fact, the Rouse Avenue Court. How the security forces have closed the doors to the Rouse Avenue Court in the national capital very, very categorically. You know, these are the protests that are taking place. You can see women, you can see men standing, trying to, you know, protest their anguish, trying to express their anguish through sloganeering, through, you know, their whole anguish is going out in these, you know, and you can see these visuals. My camera person Ravi Ranjan is constantly trying to show you. These are, you know, people having black flags, having, you know, placards in their hands against Jagdish Tytler, very categorically opposing the bail that has been granted to Jagdish Tytler into this particular case. Remember that this case relates to, in fact, the Gurudwara being burnt down, and in fact, almost after 3 closure reports, the CBI has now filed a supplementary charge sheet in this particular case, clearly accusing Jagdish Tytler of all of these acts, and now finally he was granted bail. So the anguish of the people is here against that particular order from the Sessions Court at the Rouse Avenue. But very categorically, these people are demanding justice for last 39 years, and these are the protests and the visuals that we are showing you. Aisha.
Ananya, what were the conditions that were laid out by the court yesterday when granting anticipatory bail?
Well, while granting anticipatory bail to Jagdish Tytler, the court had asked him to furnish a personal bail bond of rupees 1 lakh and a surety of like amount. Apart from that, he was asked not to tamper with the evidence and to cooperate in the investigation. But definitely, these were the orders of the Sessions Court at the Rouse Avenue, passed by Special CBI Judge Vikas Dhull in this particular case. But the people are really unhappy with these decisions that are coming from Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court. Though there is these orders are bound to be challenged. These orders can be challenged by the Central Bureau of Investigation at a higher court. But at this point of time, these are the orders that are there from the court. And the clear anguish of people, you can see road. This is the road that leads to, in fact, the Rouse Avenue Court. This is right opposite side of this road is the Mata Sundari College for Women. And you can see the road packed with protesters. You can see how women, children and men are right on the ground in order to oppose this protest, this bail that has been granted to Jagdish Tytler in this particular case.
And what has Jagdish Tytler's defense team been using as a strategy so far when it comes to the happenings going on in court?
Well, Jagdish Tytler has constantly been saying that, the statements of the witnesses have changed for quite these years. And in fact, this is a kind of a conspiracy because already the Central Bureau of Investigation has filed 3 closure reports, and now suddenly a charge sheet is filed by, by the Premier Probe Agency. So this is the defense, and he also says that he is 78 years old and is suffering from various illness, and that's the reason why in fact he should be granted a bail in this particular case, which he was yesterday. Anticipatory bail was granted to Jagdish Tytler into this particular case. However, the people seem really unhappy. Protests are going on right here at the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, and I'll ask my camera person Ravi Ranjan to show you across this road. This is the whole road that leads to, in fact, this is the DDU mark which leads to the Rouse Avenue Court, and opposite side of it is the Mata Sundari College. But the whole road is now packed with protesters having placards in their hands with a clear demand that justice is delayed and justice is denied. In fact, they also say that Jagdish Tytler shall be put behind bars because he has been, instrumental in the killing of Sikhs. But the charge sheet also of the Central Bureau of Investigation goes on to say that he was responsible for the killing of various Sikhs, and the court has now granted him bail. So the people are out protesting against this particular decision of the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court.